In this video, I'll teach you how to embroider the expressions in your amigurumi, including eyebrows, eyelashes, how to indent the eyes so they are a bit deeper in your amigurumi, and I really like the effect that it causes. So let's get it started. If you're new here in the channel, I am Bianca from Crocheting, and this tutorial is part of a series of videos here called Amigurumi Academy. So if this is the first one that you're watching, I'll leave the link in the description of all the other videos of the series so you can watch later and learn how to crochet this beautiful pig, including the accessories and some amazing techniques like different ways to sew all the parts of the amigurumi together and all the tricks to make your amigurumi even more beautiful. And just so you know, the technique that I'm using right now to make the facial expressions of this beautiful pig is the same one that I usually use for all my amigurumi dolls. Like this beautiful doll here, this is Betty the Witch, and I love this doll. But you can see her eyebrows, her eyelashes, the white contour in her eyes, and this is a technique that I use for I think all my amigurumis, and there are some amigurumi here in the background which you can see. I use the same technique for everything. It always works, and this is very easy, and I'm sure you will love it. So let's get it started. So to start, I like to start sinking the eyes whenever I want to make the details in the face. To do that, we use exactly the same color of the yarn used for the head. I insert the tapestry needle from the side, it can be at any point in your amigurumi, and you pass the tapestry needle like this to the, it can be like any stitch on top, on the upper part of the eyes of the amigurumi, and you pull the thread. You contour the eyes like this, you pass the yarn like this, okay, on the outer corner of the eyes. Insert here, and you go back to exactly the same place where you start. Observe what happens when we pull the thread. We pull both threads. This eye enters a little bit more in the amigurumi. We create some depth, like we indent the eyes. And I think this looks way more cute than this one here. This technique is very nice for dolls and for animals. This is something that I really like doing. Look how cute it is now. You see that I indented, there is a gap, a small hole here, while this one, the eyes are, oh, I don't know which word can I use for this, but this one is indented while this one is not. And you can do the same with the inner part of the eyes. I did the outside. Sometimes I just do the outside. It depends on the effect that I want to cause in the amigurumi. And I go back to the same place. Pull the thread. And see that the eye is indented now. There is a gap here, while on this side, we don't see this hole, we don't see this gap. It changes a lot, right? Look. So now what I do, I simply tie a knot. Let me remove the tapestry needle. Tie a knot. I'll do it like twice or 3 times just to make sure. And we have the knot here. You just do this so the knot enters, or you can even use like the tip of the tapestry needle to put the knot inside. Cut the remaining thread, and that's it. adjust it a little bit. And that's it. Look how different the eyes already look. This is the first part of the face, okay? I will do it with the other eye and I will come back so we can do the other embroidery parts. So now that I have both eyes indented, let's start with embroidery. For the white thread, I usually use exactly the same yarn that I used for the amigurumi. I like to make the contour like this in the outside. It looks very cute. And for the eyebrows, eyelashes, I usually use a thinner thread for embroidery. This one I bought in Japan a long time ago. I regret only buying one because it's one of the best that I have ever used, but it's very thin. You can buy whatever embroidery thread that you find. I mean, in your city, in a local store, you can see that this yarn is 100% cotton, the same as the other ones that I use from Hobby. So let's start. And I start with the outer corner of the eyes using the white thread. Again, I insert the tapestry needle. It can be at any point in the amigurumi. I usually start in the side. And I insert, I want my tapestry needle to come here in the outer corner of the eyes, okay? Okay, so I insert my tapestry needle here and I contour the eyes like this until I get to the bottom part of the eye, and I go back to exactly the same place where I started. You see, it's a very tiny detail, but it makes a big difference. The amigurumi is really cute like this. And as simple as that, I tie a knot. Okay. With the help of the tweezers, you can put the knot inside. The tweezers are really helpful. You cut the remaining thread. Again, the tweezers are really good to put the remaining thread inside, and that's it. It's a tiny detail, but you make your amigurumi really beautiful, okay? Now that we did the outer corner, we'll make the embroidery. I use the same tapestry needle. If you want to use a smaller one, it's totally fine because the yarn is really thin. So guess what? I usually start here in the side as well. I will pass my tapestry needle here. You see that it's a bit diagonal because I want to create this curve. And you go up one single crochet and you enter the gap of this stitch here to make the eyelashes. I will already go up. That's usually how I do with all my amigurumis. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will go to this single crochet here. Observe that it's in the same line as the eye. So we are here, we count 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 1 round down, and you go back to exactly the same place that you started to tie a knot and fasten off. And this is our embroidery. Very cute, right? Let's do exactly the same in the other side, and then I'll come back. So let's finish the embroidery, doing the nostrils here, the nose. Just pass the yarn here vertically. Let me go one stitch to the right. Yeah, now it's better. Look how cute our little pig is. And here it is. We did the embroidery, we indented the eyes, we made the contour, the embroidery here in the face. Very cute, right? Now we will make some accessories to make this pig even prettier. I have to fasten off this thread, but I'll do it later. And we are almost in the end. If you want to keep learning how to crochet this beautiful amigurumi pig, just click the next video.